Good morning, everyone. Very slow start to the day. I got up at 6:30, which you know was nice because when I actually decided to get out of bed, I felt well rested. I didn't feel tired anymore. Brushed my teeth. I had some leftover buffalo chicken pizza. I had that, and some of those little like caramel candies with like the icing in the middle. Not sure exactly what they are called, but I think that wasn't the best decision food-wise because as soon as I got to the gym, I did my stretching, came here, immediately had to shit. So took my shit, and now I'm back here. So let's hope we can get a move on with this. Starting off with the seated leg curl. I have 140 marked down, but I didn't have any reps marked down. So I'm wondering if I just decide to bump it up. Last time I did the seated, and I didn't actually do any reps for it, or maybe I just forgot to put my reps down because I tend to do that sometimes as well. So let's get after it here, and wish me the best. Starting to think I read the thing wrong. I probably want to do 140 for the line leg curl, not the seated one, because I'm getting way too many reps in. So, bozo move on my part, but still just go to failure here and then recheck the numbers. So, the Birds won yesterday, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy that I got my buffalo chicken pizza. It was just a great Sunday all around. So I played some baseball, got my buffalo chicken pizza, did my meal prep. Well, did my meal prep, then got the buffalo chicken pizza. Had a big thing of brisk, and I was just enjoying the game. Fortunately, game kind of sucked, but I mean, nothing really happened that was too fancy. Still won. So those games that are boring and no one's really doing anything, that's the best part, being able to still pull out a win there. But barbell squat, 275. Been feeling really heavy on the warm-ups, so not the most ideal of situations, but I just got to think about, Saquon. He squats like 600. Jalen squats like 500. I think I could do a measly 275. Now, I do that for 7 reps. I did 7 and 7 reps last time. But like I said, the weight is feeling a little heavier today, so I don't know what to expect, but just gonna move the weight and hope for the best here. Well, I got 8. Can't complain. Try to do for 2 sets now. I lucked out with my meal prep yesterday because originally I thought I was gonna have to do it after the game. I was honestly gonna be very mad if I had to do my meal prep after the game, like after the Eagles game. And luckily, it all worked out because by the time my baseball game ended, there's still a couple hours before the football game started. So I was able to do my cooking, and then I was with my lady, so shout out to her because she was able to do some cleaning for me while I hopped in the shower. Because literally right after my baseball game, went home, started cooking. Like I'm cooking in my uniform, and I was done. There's still some dishes that needs to be cleaned. I asked her if she could just like rinse them off and throw them in the dishwasher while I go in the shower. You know, kind of save some time there. And yeah, she's the best because she did more than that. She cleaned the counter, she cleaned the table. So shout out to her for helping me out with that because it would probably still be a mess right now if it wasn't for her. So I'm very much thankful. But what else I am thankful for is a healthy body, a sane mind, and the ability to move some mildly heavy circles from time to time. So let's get after it. Did 225 for 7 and 7 last time, so just shoot for 8. You know, I was a little worried about today because I came in feeling sore, and I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be another shitty lift. But I'm moving the weight, so even though I feel sore, I think that Saturday off and just playing baseball on Sunday, I think that helped me with rejuvenating some abilities to move some weight. So I'm happy with it. Let's get 8 for the second set now. So my baseball games, they went okay. First game went really well. So it was 3 games all together that we could possibly play. We were going to play. It's going to be best 2 out of 3. So if we won both games yesterday, we would have won the championship. If we lost both, we lost the championship. If we split, our third and final game is going to be this Sunday, and that's what happened. We split, so now we're going to be playing on Sunday for the championship. So we did really good the first game. We 10-runned them. I think we only, because we would go 7 innings normally since it's the championship, even though it was a doubleheader. But we only went 5, I believe, the first game because we 10-runned them. So that was good. And then we started the second game. It was kind of close. It'd be like, I don't really know if we ever even had the lead because I'm pretty sure we lost the lead and then we would tie. We lost the lead. Well, we never had the lead. So we'd like be losing, tie it, be losing, tie it, be losing, tie it. I did pitch the second game. I gave up 1 run, but it was unearned because the guy should have been out at first. But because I was on first base just waiting for them to throw to me, it was like hit to the first baseman. So I was on first waiting for him to throw to me. Went past the first baseman, went past the second baseman as well. So little error on that part. So I'm going to chalk it up that I didn't give up any earned runs. But then what the real kicker was is the one guy in the outfield made a diving catch and kind of like rolled over, but he like still caught it. But the umpire didn't see it, so they claimed it was a hit. And on that play, 2 runs scored. So just like, if they just called that an out, those 2 runs wouldn't have scored. Now there was a guy that scored the following inning, so we were up. We were up by a couple runs at that point, and those 2 runs made them go up by a run. But if those 2 runs didn't score on that play and it was just called an out, we would have been up by 1. Next inning, 1 guy on their team did score, so that would have been a tied game, and then who would have knows what happened after that. But kind of got a little robbed out of it, but we'll see what happens in the championship. Hopefully, it all works out for the best. But, hey, get to play another week of baseball, so can't be too upset about that. Hopefully we come out with the win. But next up, leg extensions. Did 230, 9 reps last time, and then 10 reps for the second set. when I was doing my warm-ups, my legs were feeling very sore. I must have been going crazy on the barbell squats. A lot of quad muscle fibers were torn apart during that squat because my legs still felt sore trying to lift it up. So let's see how this goes. Well, I still have to do the abductors. It's a little glute activation, but someone was on there, so I figured, okay, come over here. Hopefully it opens up by the time I'm done. If not, I'm going to have to do the machine kickbacks because no one's ever on those. But honestly, if I have to do the machine kickbacks, I'm not going to record it because the angle is just a little bit sus. So I don't think I'll record that, but I'll do that if need be. So hopefully just a standard old abductor opens up. But in the meantime, let's get a move on because it's already past 9 and I really got to get to work like before 11 today. So let's get a move on with this. Let's get 37 reps this go about. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with how the calf raises went. I will be going up and weight for that. I got 21 for both sets, so I'll probably just toss on an extra 10 on each side and take it from there. But I'm happy because I've been on that standing calf raise weight for a while now, so I'm happy I'm finally able to, go up in weight. But as of right now, I'm going to try and move quick with this because it's 9:15, and honestly, I was trying to get out of here for 9 today, so already behind, but it's all good. Last exercise here, so 160, and yeah, let's get after it. I did 8 reps last time. Let's shoot for 9. Or I did 8 for my most, at least. Well, I really have to get to work for before 11 o'clock today. Now, normally, ever since I started waking up for 6, I get to work pretty much before 11. Sometimes maybe 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after. I haven't been the best with getting to work. That's kind of why I always woke up at 5, solely to just, not be rushed for time. Always get there ahead of time. But with waking up at 6, I really don't have much time, and I tend to run more later than I would like. It's whatever. I'm not a fan of that job, and I'd much rather get my sleep in. So, not the worst thing, but I have a meeting today at 11. So I have to get there for at least 10:50. So that way, boss man can turn on the computer. Because it's going to be me, the boss man, and this guy that we're having the meeting with. We're Gonna try to buy some life leads. Hopefully that works out. We'll have to see though, because this is kind of gonna be the last hurrah. If it works out, great. I could be an amazing insurance agent, because life insurance is where the money's at. Home and auto sucks ass. Yeah, it's easier to sell home and auto, but people don't do their fucking paperwork. They don't pay their bills. It gets canceled all the time. Maybe they're just a pain in the ass person that has all these problems going on with whatever. So home and auto just isn't worth what you make off of it. At least to me. Maybe if I sold enough, it'd be worth it. But the thing with life insurance is people that get it tend to be more responsible, so you don't really have to worry about payments not being made. It's paperwork once. You fill out the application, and then it's done. There's not going to be any bump up in the premium, nothing like that. So it's going to remain the same. So that's that. I just got to hope for the best. Gonna see if these life leads work or not, because I was told at the beginning of the year to sell 30 life policies. And I remember maybe around May, I thought I was doing a good job, and they told me, I could have sworn they told me I had like 12 or something like that, like 10 at least. Could have sworn I had a good amount in. However, I was very mad at that, because I went back, I'm like, there's no way I sold that little. I could have sworn I sold more. And I counted every time I actually sold something, and it was 22. So I could have had 22 life policies sold by, halfway through the year, if it wasn't for people just paying their bills, or people not getting denied the life insurance, or people decide not to follow through with it. It would have been good. But it's not the case. So fell behind. I'm like, okay, whatever. I thought I'd be able to catch up. I'm like, it's like 4 life policies a month. I should still be on track. Tell me how the boss man tells me on Thursday or whatever that there's only 6. How the hell is there 6? I could have willing to bet my entire life savings that it was somewhere in the double digits. I could have sworn it was like 12. I have that number stuck in my head for some reason, but I know for a fact it wasn't in the single digits last time he told me about it. So I assume either people just stopped paying and it canceled, or something happened to the point where the life policies that were sold aren't there. So 6 is way far off from 30. So 30, I need to sell 24 life policies by, January 1st. Maybe if I was good at what I did, I could do that in 1 month, but I'm not the best. So I'm hoping, but I say I'm not the best because people I try to sell to pretty much don't really want it. So we're hoping that with these life leads, it's people that actually want it. I'll be able to sell it, and then we'll be all fine, good and dandy to go. That's the hope. We'll have to just wait and see how it turns out in its entirety. But that's a to be determined sort of scenario. So we'll see. Wish me the best with that. I have to skip cardio today. I'm not happy with it. I genuinely don't want to skip cardio because, for one, I like burning the extra calories because I'm usually a fat ass and overeat, especially on a cut. So it's good burning those extra calories. And 2, I have to edit the TikTok and YouTube short anyways. So I might as well do that on the cardio. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Save the time because I'm going to be sitting on my ass doing it at some point if I don't do it at the gym. So I might as well do it while I'm doing cardio. But I just don't have time. I can't risk not being at work for 11. So my hair looks fine. Maybe do the little sink shower where I just clear out the pits and the ball sack, and then be good to go. But I'll let you guys know how it goes tomorrow. So if you one other thing, because the game, I figured just tell you ahead of time. I could tell you guys later again, remind you. But since I have a game on Sunday, I'm going to do the 5-day kind of workout split again. Did legs today, obviously. Chest and back for tomorrow. Arms for Wednesday, legs for Thursday. And then I'm going to do upper body again on Friday. Had a great upper body day. I was extremely happy with that. I'm probably going to do the same upper body day, honestly. So I'll get that done. Take Saturday off again to be rested up for it's the final game. we either win and we're the champions, or we lose and we're the second place, first loser, poopy pantsers. So we'll have to see, but I'm pretty confident. We're a pretty good team. Hopefully the whole roster shows up. Hopefully everyone's able to make it. But I personally didn't even play my best from a hitting perspective. I feel I was pretty good defensive wise from pitching, and I made a nice catch in the outfield. So I felt I did pretty good defense wise, but hitting I just wasn't there, especially compared to how I normally have been hitting these past couple weeks. So hopefully that was just a little fluke. I'm gonna stop at Sheets again. I made my Sheets breakfast sandwich again. It was great. I missed it so much. It's probably been like 2 years since I had it, because I used to get it like every day before my games, like about 2 years or so ago. But yeah, here we find ourselves. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Wish me luck, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.